It's time to meet the starting five for your Chicago Bulls. Starting at power forward, at 7'3", number 30, Bol Bol. In the middle, 7 feet 4 inches, number 14, Zach Edey. Starting at shooting guard, at 6'6", number 25, Mikal Bridges. At the other forward position, 6 feet 7 inches, number 21, Jimmy Butler. Starting at the other guard, at 6'6", number 2, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Happy to have you with us for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And out on the sidelines is Allie LaForce. And here we can check out the story for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And he's a little less of a go-to guy for their offense now, at least compared to earlier on in the season. You can see his usage percentage is slumping over the last 5 games. Hopefully he can be more involved tonight.
A look at the starting group here for Denver. They've got Josh Giddey, Brandon Pajemski out there with Devin Booker. Then there's Nikola Jokic. And for the Bulls, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Bol Bol. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Edey in at the center position. And what a fantastic game we have in store for us tonight, Stan.
Brian, you can't ask for a more intriguing matchup. Top teams, top players. If you're a fan of the NBA, this is as good as it gets.
Outside Bol. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Giddey against Butler. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 to shoot. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
Pass to Jokic. Giddey against Butler. Outside Booker. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Yeah, Booker sees how they're defending him and just takes what's there.
Here's Edey. And here's Bridges, defended by Pajemski. Down low, Edey. And that one is stuffed right through.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Outside Pajemski. Back to Booker. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Bridges. He goes up and slam dunked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Terrific awareness by Bridges, jumping all over that steal.
Giddey against Butler. To the inside. And up the court come the Bulls on the break. Pass to Edey. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
First personal
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here. The first free throw is good. Stan, we know Jokic is one of the best passers this game has ever seen at any position, but his teammates will dish it as well.
Yeah, the Nuggets, by and large, are very unselfish. It's part of their culture. They only bring in guys who are willing to sacrifice for the team's sake.
Stan, it's hard to believe, but the Bulls have not won a playoff series since 2015.
Well, look, Brian, it's hard to win in this league, and when you're rebuilding, trying to find the mix that'll get you over the top is a difficult chore.
Long way from those Michael Jordan glory days. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And that one drops for him. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6.
There's so many facets to SGA's game. He's equally good from all 3 levels.
Now a timeout called by Denver.
It's time to talk this over and try to put a stop to this run.
Yeah, I like the timeout here. The coaching staff needs to get these guys regrouped and refocused.
It's time for...
And a chance to see the rookie leaderboard in the steals department. In the 3rd spot, Zach Edey.
You just love the effort he puts in on defense. Rare to see a rookie who can disrupt offenses like him.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And the bucket is good. Booker's got his 2nd basket on the night.
The easy money there for Booker. Can't let him get this close with the ball.
Bridges outside. Pajemski grabs the board.
Well, there you have it. Their first miss of the game, but still off to a solid start here in terms of shooting.
Pass to Jokic. Comes up empty down low.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
Bridges misses. Nuggets trail by 5. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, Billy Donovan had a few moments to share with me, and I asked him about their matchup against the multiple-time MVP Nikola Jokic. He told me, quote, Jokic is going to find a way to impact the game. We just need to make it tough on him. We have to bring the physicality and be cognizant of other guys cutting to the rim. We'll see how their defense holds up, B.A.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Chicago. Here's Butler. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Well, the defense was all over him, but Butler is not someone who gets rattled.
Here's Booker. Chicago with a rebound. And going against Denver, their first meeting on the year. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. And it's Giddey picking him up. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Here's Booker. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
An active shooter. Booker is clever at finding ways to attract fouls on the way up.
Denver shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes a first. And, Coach, about halfway through the season now, players starting to feel the wear and tear, it would seem.
Yeah, but, Brian, I think it's even more mental than physical. It's the preparing for games every night, competing against the best players in the world. It takes a toll on everybody, players, coaches. You've just got to bring great energy and enthusiasm every night.
You know, Stan, for a team with such a proud history, the last decade has been a tough one for the Bulls.
Yeah, Brian, it really has. They've had competitive teams, but they haven't won a full playoff series since 2014. And for such a dedicated and passionate fan base, that's been really difficult for them, let alone the front office and people that want to turn this thing around as quickly as they can.
Pass to Giddey. Now here's Booker. Smith outside for 3. The Nuggets with another miss. Outside Butler. Gilgeous-Alexander against Giddey. And it's good. 2 points. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 12 points.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
Jokic in the post. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Booker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes.
Well, if they can come back and take the lead, this will be because he's carrying it. This quarter's been all about him and his offense.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. We'll stand in the highly competitive West. The Denver Nuggets continue to distinguish themselves.
Well, Brian, they are unquestionably a top team in their conference, and they're proof that smart front office decisions and patience really pays off in the long run.
That free throw good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Will stand for the Bulls. The DeRozan, Levine, Vucevic era didn't lead to the playoff success they'd hoped for.
No, Brian, 2 losses in the play-in tournament and just 1 playoff appearance, which resulted in a quick first-round exit. Changes were definitely necessary.
Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Well, we've got a developing story here. Standing by remotely, we go to our 2K insider, Shams Charania, for the details.
Thanks, BA. Getting closer to the trade deadline, the Milwaukee Bucks have not hesitated on taking action. They recognize they had to round out their offense, and I'm told they're bringing in Zach LaVine. That's a major weapon for this team. It's a big move for this franchise, and it signifies their intent to be aggressive moving forward.
Well done. Appreciate the report, Shams. Thanks. Pass to Butler. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
It doesn't matter what angle you give him. When Butler gets inside, you know he's going to convert.
Here's Barlow. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, when you take it to the rim, good things happen. Sometimes you just got to keep it simple.
Butler passes to Batadze. Pass to Butler. And it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Nuggets trail by 8. Here's Booker. 15 in his last outing. Here's Barlow. Out to the wing. And there's a pick. Here's Smith. It's rebounded by Batadze.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Puts it up from 12. And he can't get that one.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Chicago ahead. They lead by 8. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Bulls.
Well, yeah, early on, the mid-range jumpers have been an important part of their attack. They're going old school.
They're also managing to make lots of trouble for their opponent in transition. Right away, they're finding points on the break.
Here's Smith. No made baskets yet. They've got Kyle Anderson. Derrick Rose is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Goga Batadze, and it's Hunter in at the 3 slot. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. Here's Rollins. Anderson pulls it down.
Well, he's got the green light in that situation. They want him taking that shot, even if he didn't get it to go.
Rose, the pass to Batadze, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And this is how you run the pick and roll. Rose, a master at this stage of his career.
To the paint. Here's Giddey. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Rose, the pass to Anderson. Banked it in off the glass. And the Bulls lead by 10.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Pass to LaRavia. Smith against Hunter. Smith passes to LaRavia. Back to Smith. Here's Barlow. Offline from the high post.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option.
And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And Mikal Bridges, still one of the better wing defenders in the league, Grant.
Yeah, he's so great at pestering a shooter. Good lateral movement and wingspan makes him hard to get around. He might not be the best in the league, but he is well above average.
First one falls for him. Well, Grant, when the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously, and size certainly helps, and then the savvy and balance to create that space.
The Bulls making a switch here. Bulls checked in. Pajemski's checked in for the Nuggets. So he gets them both.
And every year, Bridges seems to take another leap. His work ethic and drive to improve is impressive.
Bridges against Smith. All alone. Bull grabs the board.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Pass to Bridges. Here's Batase. Hunter passes to Bull. Up and over Smith. Bull, no good. Nuggets trail by 12. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Back to Giddey. Here's Rollins, guarded by Rose. Here's Rollins. No points so far. Rejected by Bull. Here's Hunter. And finished off by Hunter.
Well, Hunter really made the effort there to get back and finish the break strong.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. And as we head into this break, the players have an opportunity to replenish their energy with Gatorade as they prepare to go into the final stages of this ballgame.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, not to mention over the course of a season, you have to stay hydrated. If you don't, it's amazing how much slower your body is to bounce back. It can have a serious effect on performance, no question.
Butler's checked in for Hunter. Booker against Rose. Pass to LaRavia. Smith outside. Back to Giddey. Takes a three. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
Beautiful execution, getting it away quickly. Giddey just wasting no time.
Rose finds Butler. To the middle. Here's Bull. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
And so it's Booker with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. It's a 13-point game. And it's Giddey missing.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Rose can't connect. The Nuggets have got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. Pass to Smith. From deep, Giddey. Chicago with a rebound. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Knicks.
It's always hard to get a win on the road, especially when you show zero energy on the defensive end.
Yeah, when you have a defensive showing this poor, it's normally due to an overall lack of effort.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Jimmy Butler's such an all-around player. He said, I don't need to be a 40-point scorer. My role is to impact winning. I just control what I can control in the end, play the right way, stay aggressive, and do whatever it takes to get my team the win. And Brian, he is good at his job.
Well, playoff Jimmy is a real thing, whether he'll admit it or not. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Will stand the minimum games threshold for postseason awards. It seems to be working as a motivator.
Well, especially, Brian, because those awards can impact player contracts. So that benchmark, 65 games, about 80% of the schedule, that's a bar that players are looking to surpass.
Do you like the 65 games, or would you like to see a different number?
I mean, I think it's great. If anything, I'd like to see it higher.
First free throw is good. For Chicago, Allen, he's checked in for Bataze, and Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Mikal Bridges. Nikola Jokic is checked in for the Nuggets. That one misses. Bulls leading by 12. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA working through contact inside.
Yeah, and Gilgeous-Alexander is a fighter. Someone that challenges the defense and bullies his way through contact.
Pass to LaRavia. Here's Podziemski. Oh, the teardrop falls in. Podziemski's gotten his first basket of the night.
Great touch there. It's just so tough to defend a floater like that.
Cole finds Rose. Outside Butler. Back to Rose. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Drives to the hoop. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Chicago shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. Howard's checked in for the Nuggets. Rollins comes in for Smith.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, shooting 1.
0 wasted trips. They're doing their job at the line.
Denver calls timeout.
Make some noise for your incredible.
And with balloting underway, a chance to check out the leaders in the All-Star voting.
Well, it's so interesting to see where the players stack up right now.
You take a look at Booker. He's being counted among the top 10 players in the Western Conference as votes continue to pour in.
I'm sure he's honored to have a spot on the list, but you know what he's really eyeing is a spot in the starting lineup.
And it's hard to contain the excitement as we look ahead to what promises to be an outstanding All-Star weekend. Jokic passes to Booker. Tipped away. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. To the left wing. Here's Bull. Drills it from deep. Bull's got 5 points.
I just love the ball movement.
Nuggets trail by 18. Outside Podziemski. Booker with a screen on Allen. Pass to Jokic. The shot. The Nuggets with another miss. Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Here's Bull. Again, the Bulls score.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Outside Booker. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Yeah, just an offensive machine. Booker generates points consistently, night in and night out.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
Yet known as one of the game's most talented scorers, Booker is locked in on wanting to compete for championships.
Edey's checked in for Chicago. Bridges comes in for Rose. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And they seem to have taken a more heads-on approach this quarter, and it's getting them to the free throw line.
Bridges outside. And the call will be against Nikola Jokic. That'll be a second foul of the game.
In the first half, you want to stay aggressive, but you also want to be careful. That is his second foul already.
A minute 29 left to play in the first half of basketball.
After a sharp first quarter, he's not shooting as well here in the second. The effort, the position, the timing, all there.
And add instincts to that. He can sense where the rebound's going to go. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, when Shea goes all out, catching up to him is not an option, and he is gone.
Now here's Podziemski. He's guarded by Bridges. Inside. Here's Jokic. Blocked! Here's Butler. Finished off the break. Butler's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
Pass to Jokic. Outside for Booker. And here's Jokic. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. To the paint. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock.
Well, if you give Butler an opening, he will exploit the defense.
And so it's Booker with it. He brings it up for Denver. It's off to Detroit after this game, where they will face the Pistons. That'll be the second of 4 games total on the road for them. Down low. Here's Jokic. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
1 second left. He's off on that one. And so it's the Chicago Bulls. A huge 24-point lead for them. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Billy Donovan here with us now, and coach, your team finishing the first half in impressive fashion. What's working for you out there?
Yeah, well, I think we got some stops. We played good defense, allowed us to get out in transition. That was helpful. So,
all right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
Hey everybody, nothing like a little trade news to perk up your day. We'll take a look first at some transactions around the NBA.
Trading for someone like Zach LaVine shows initiative. This team wants to be competitive. He's a talented scorer, explosive finisher, and you get the feeling we haven't yet seen the best of him. Very, very talented.
Shifting back to that first half of play, let's focus on SGA. Man, is he off to a strong start.
I got to shout out Gilgeous-Alexander tonight. He's making the defensive effort that the other team is displaying look college level. He's using his speed, his agility, and he's doing great tonight.
Oh, yeah, he's chopping it up out there, just like Ernie in the kitchen.
Ooh, Ernie, you in the kitchen?
Yeah, stay away from those sharp knives, boy, I tell you that. And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
He's been so disruptive defensively in the first half. His fast hands pick plenty of pockets.
And because of that, I expect to see a huge emphasis on ball control moving forward.
The Nuggets shooting only 39% so far in the game. On the court for the Nuggets, Brandon Podziemski out there with Devin Booker. Then there's Nikola Jokic. Then it's Josh Giddey. Jokic with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Podziemski. 5 on the clock. Over Bridges. Chicago grabs the miss. Edey's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Butler. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Butler's got 14 points for the game.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Back to Booker. Jokic the screen. From the high post, Booker's shot is good. He's got 17.
Yeah, you expect tremendous effort from a scorer like Booker, but it's still impressive to see him delivering.
Bull finds Bridges. Booker against Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, he slams it down right on top of Devin Booker.
And that's creativity. Gilgeous-Alexander continues to amaze.
Outside Pajemski. To the middle. Here's Jokic. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
And coach, a 3-time league MVP, Nikola Jokic joining Moses Malone, Larry Bird, and Magic Johnson. What a list.
Yeah, that's not a bad list at all, Brian. But what stands out beyond Jokic's skill set is the consistency that he produces with every night.
And everybody around him instantly gets better when they play with Jokic.
They love playing with him.
And coach, such a unique player, multiple-time MVP Nikola Jokic. How do you defend this guy?
Well, Brian, if I knew that, everybody in the league would be trying to hire me because no one has found an answer for Nikola Jokic. He can just beat you in so many ways. If you're going to double team him, he's going to create wide open shots and even layups for his teammates. If you're going to leave him single covered, he's going to score. There's nothing this guy can't do on a basketball court.
The Nuggets shooting 40% from the field in this one. Pass to Pajemski. And here's Booker. 17 points in the game. Jokic. And that one's good. Jokic has got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, in a league of huge guys, Jokic's size stands out. He is a problem.
Outside Bull. The 3. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. Bull's got 10 points in the game.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
It's Booker on the wing. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Booker attacking. And so the ball out of bounds. Gilgeous-Alexander touched it last. All right, now we have a moment. Here are the most efficient teams from range over the past month. Second, the Nuggets.
Well, look, they've been great over the last month from 3. That is so important for their offense. Making threes opens up the entire floor.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Jokic gets the bucket.
Well, there's no lack of confidence from Jokic behind the arc. He's dangerous from anywhere.
Pass to Bull. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Second chance effort. And the layup is up and in. He has 7.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Outside Pajemski. It's Giddey on the wing. Jokic with it. Over Edey. And it's Jokic missing.
And right now they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
And it's Butler with the jam.
Well, when Jimmy Butler is on, he is one of the scariest matchups in the league.
Booker with it. 17 points in the game. It's Jokic, high post. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Jokic has got 9 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, you have to give him a lot of credit here. He's turned things around after a disappointing first half.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. Lots of room. Rebounded by Denver. Jokic has got 4 rebounds now. All right, Stan, if you had it your way, who would you want to see in the dunk contest?
Well, Brian, look, I want to go back to the glory days when the most recognizable guys in the game were the ones that participated. Michael Jordan, Dominique Wilkins. I think if we could get guys like Zion Williamson, Ja Morant, that would be fantastic, but it's got to be the names out there that people know.
It's Giddey on the wing. Here's Podziemski. Hits the trifecta. Podziemski's got 5 now.
Yes, something Giddey has always done well is share the ball. Tough to miss that wide open man.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Make some noise, fans, for the one and only Chicago Bulls.
Hunter's checked in for Bull. And a switch here also for Denver. Smith's checked in.
Chicago Bulls.
Chicago leading by 23. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Brian, there are some players who felt the 65-game requirement in postseason awards was too high. The NBA's executive VP and head of operations, Joe Dumars, said, quote, "You're still allowed to miss 20% of the season. People pay to go, and they want to see their stars play." Brian, it's all about the fans.
True enough, Allie. Thanks.
One shot.
This guy is tough as nails. You love Butler's competitive spirit.
The Nuggets have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. Pass to Jokic. Over Edey. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Denver Nuggets. On Thursday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Detroit to take on the Pistons. And then on Saturday, they'll be playing the Bucks in Milwaukee.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
That's good from Bridges. Bridges hits them both. Here's Booker. He's got 17. Pass to Jokic.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Back to Booker. 6 on the shot clock. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic. Booker's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, he's playing great tonight, but not quite well enough to carry the entire team. They need to find some other contributors.
Bridges with it, and it's Giddey picking him up. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. The 3-ball. And again, no good by Chicago.
Hey, he hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now.
Booker can't get it to go. And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for Chicago. And he lays it up and in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 25 points.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
And out of bounds, the Bulls will take it.
Chicago ball.
And now let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard to see who the top rebounding point guards have been over the last month of the season. Josh Giddey is second.
And even if rebounding isn't a point guard's top priority, a lot of the great ones in NBA history were productive on the boards.
Yeah, and it speaks to how well-rounded a lot of today's point guards are. It's not just about orchestrating, it's about doing the dirty work, too.
Bataze's checked in for Chicago. Rose comes in for Jimmy Butler. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. The Nuggets have gotten 6 of their first 12 shots to drop in this third. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Giddey passes to Jokic. Here's the teardrop, and he sinks the layup. Jokic has got 11 points here in the second half.
The amount of touch on that floater, impossible to defend that shot from Jokic.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander gets the 3 ball to go. And so it's Chicago in total control, up by 29 going into the break. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. Head coach Billy Donovan is mic'd up along the sidelines. Let's check it out.
Exert yourself by being disciplined and focused on the right stuff. All right, good job. Let's go.
Good words of praise from Billy Donovan, asking his team to stay locked in, make good choices.
Yeah, and when all 5 of these guys are on the same page, great things tend to happen. We'll see.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. DeAndre Hunter is out there with Connect. Then there's Grayson Allen. Then there's Derrick Rose. And it's Bataze in at the center position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Booker against Rose. 19-footer. Booker can't get it to go. Chicago shooting almost 70% from the floor. Sensational. Rose outside. Grant, it seems like teams today are much more data-driven than in years past.
Yeah, I agree, B.A. It's much more sophisticated. And, of course, coaches and executives are still watching the games and forming their gut opinions. But now those impressions can be cross-checked with the numbers.
A few possessions into the fourth, just over a minute played. Booker no good. Chicago has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Rose outside. Shot clock at 6. Fires from the wing. Rebound by the Nuggets. Pass to Pajemski. Smith outside. Outside Pajemski. Here's Booker. It's on target from the high post. Booker's got 21 points in the game.
Pretty swift release that time from Booker. Getting it away just in time.
Rose, the pass to Bataze. Here's Connect. And there's a 3-second violation. The Bulls making a switch here. Banton's checked in. And Denver with a change here too. Green's checked in for LaRavia. The Nuggets have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Pass to Pajemski. Outside Booker. No one near him. And yep, it's good. 23 points in the game.
No question. Booker excels at finding shots. He can be a real point machine.
Now here's Hunter. All right, Stan, what's one rule you'd change if you could be commissioner for a day?
Well, first thing I want to know, Brian, if I get to be commissioner for the day, for that day, do I get Adam Silver's salary?
100%.
Brian, I'd get rid of all the replays.
All the replays. No more reviews. human factor.
No reviews, no challenges. Let's play the game and keep the flow of the game going.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Batadze, the pass to Rose. Yep, that one goes. Rose has got 7 now in this quarter. A look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Booker against Rose. Got a hand on it, and the block shot turns into a shooting foul. So the defensive effort there a bit too much, as the officials will send him to the line to shoot free throws.
Devin Booker.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Well, you've got to like that they're not settling. They're attacking the defense on the drive and creating great looks.
Yeah, all game long, they've been also playing well inside in the paint. Lots of points are coming their way thanks to them attacking the interior.
The first one falls. Anderson's checked in for Chicago. Both free throws good from Booker.
They're doing some good work at the line this half.
And so it's Rose who brings up the ball for the Chicago Bulls. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Outside Hunter. From downtown. Jokic grabs the board. Jokic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Into the lane. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Jokic has got 13 points here in the second half alone.
As bad as he was in the first half, that's how good he's been since.
Hunter, a screen on Booker. Fires from 14. Yes, on the jumper. Rose has got 9 points in the quarter.
A big strength of Rose. He has spent lots of time on becoming a better shooter, and it shows.
It's Booker on the wing. Anderson against Giddey. Jokic with a screen on Anderson. To the inside. And it's Jokic, that time on the assist from Giddey.
It's almost too easy for Jokic inside. His size and soft touch make short work of the shot.
Allen against Smith. Allen, right side. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Anderson. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Stan, as a coach and now a broadcaster, you've gotten to visit all the great cities the NBA has to offer. Can you give us a favorite?
So, Brian, you're going to try to get me in trouble here. I'm going to give you one city and offend 29 other fan bases. Not a chance. I love all the NBA cities.
Not like you not to take a stance. The free throw drops for Anderson.
Known for his versatility and slow motion style of play, Anderson remains a vital role player for this team.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Pajemski's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And, man, looking good from the line so far this half.
Back to Booker. Outside Giddey. Jokic in the post. Working on Batadze. It's rebounded by Batadze. Batadze's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Rose, left side. Puts up a 3. And Booker pulls it down. For Denver, they've gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this fourth quarter. Pass to Giddey. Jokic in the post. Guarded by Rose. And here's Booker. 4-3. And it's Chicago with a board. Batadze's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
2 minutes.
Now here's Rose. Defended by Pajemski. Hey, Graham, when you look at the mentality of today's players, what are the differences from back in your day?
Well, B.A., through the wonders of technology, players interacting more directly with their fans and telling their own stories. Also, there's a brotherhood. It's a bit more brotherly, with players on different teams more friendly than in days past. And, I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Banton, he's checked in for Chicago. And so Rose knocks them both down.
It's great to see Rose out there. After all those injuries, Derek still has a passion for the game.
Back to Booker. It's good. Booker's got 27.
Number 17.
1:33 left in the fourth quarter.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Bulls.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Graham.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And this is a nice victory for them. It's win number 14 of the year. And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And what stood out to me was his effort level defensively. Very active and aggressive, piling up the steals in addition to his overall floor game.
It's Giddey on the wing. Hunter covering. Now here's Jokic. Defense is right there. It's rebounded by Batase. Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
Now here's Rose. So it's the Bulls winning this one easily. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. They were just dominant out there.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have? Allie, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.